Hello. So here I'm going to factor this. Let's go with so that sine x times sine x is sine squared x. Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1, minus 6. Set each of these to 0. And this one has no solution. And that's because sine of x has to be in between positive 1 and negative 1. So this is too small and this is too big. Okay. So let's multiply everything by cosine of x, or cosine theta. So that cosine theta times cosine theta is cosine squared theta, plus cosine theta times 2 secant theta is 2, equals negative 3 cosine theta. Okay, let's factor this. I had to think about that for a moment. Cosine times cosine is cosine squared, and then plus 2 plus 1 is 3, and then 1 times 1 is 2. Okay, this gives us and as explained before, I'll do it again here. This is an extraneous root because cosine of theta has to be in between positive 1 and negative 1. So this is no good. This one is good. So is this in radians or degrees? Radians. So this happens when theta is equal to pi plus 2k pi for all of your integers. Interesting. So this is cosine over sine, 1 over sine. So let's multiply everything by sine. Let's multiply everything by sine squared theta. So this will be wait a minute. My apologies. These should be the same variable, the same angle. So we will multiply everything by a sine squared x. So sine squared x times 2 cotangent, sine squared x times 2 cotangent squared x would be 2 cosine squared x, because cotangent is cosine over sine. This would be 1 because this is 1 over sine. So sine squared x times 1 over sine gives you 1. and then minus 0 times anything is 0. And let's turn this into if we subtract 3 from both sides, we get a negative 3. Then multiply both sides by a negative 1 gives us this situation. Interesting. Oh, we want sine of x to be plus or minus radical 3 over 2. So here's when this is when x is plus radical 3 over 2, plus radical 3 over 2, minus and a minus. And this happens at 60 degrees on the inside, or pi over 3. And this is pi minus pi over 3. And this is pi plus pi over 3. And this is 2 pi minus pi over 3. And then plus 2k pi. Now we need to find out if all of these are good angles or not. So pi over 3. cotangent of pi over 3 is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. This is going to be 2 over radical 3. Cosecant squared is going to, the hypotenuse here is 1. Cosecant is going to be 1 multiply everything by 2. So cosecant is going to be 2 over radical 3. Oh, and this is squared. Let me do this proper. So cotangent is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, and this is being squared, plus cosecant. This is also being squared. Cosecant is going to be the inverse of sine. And this is equal to 0. So we have multiply everything by 9. Oh goodness. Radical 3 squared is 3. Yes, that checks. 2 pi over 3. 2 pi over 3 is going to give us the same reference angle. 4 pi over 3 will be the negative component. When you square the negative, you get positive. 5 pi over 3 the same. When you square it, you get positive. And actually, this repeats every pi. and this repeats every pi. So this would be so this is 1 over cosine. This is sine over cosine. Let's multiply everything by cosine. Sorry, cosine alpha. Well, let's multiply everything by 1 minus sine alpha. So this would give me tell you what, I will work on this, and it's about 20 minutes into this video. Please go to tutoring. Thank you.